That's Patsy's property, and he was told that that's Patsy's property. We're going to try and call Officer Hampton here and see if he answers. Here you go. Put it on your ear. Let me see that card real quick. Officer Hampton. Not the best.
Hello? He's not answering.
Not answering the phone, huh?
Hey, Officer Hampton, this is Patsy Davis. I'm calling you because I need my stuff back. I got my medicine and everything in there, and I need it. So please call me back, please. Bye. This is bullshit. Wipe it all over.
That's okay. Sorry it happened. So there you go, folks. Officer Hampton took her belongings and she can't get it back. She called the cop, he doesn't even answer. Took all of her belongings, her medicine and everything. Didn't even put a 3-hour tag on it. That's what happens here in Maxwell Park in Anaheim. It's supposed to be the city of kindness. That's what's happening. So if you please join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ, and join us at City Hall tomorrow if you can, 5 p.m. Thanks so much. May God bless. Bye. Thank you. This is R.Joshua Collins. I'd like to read out of the Holy Bible from St. Paul, 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Concerned about, of course, the council and how they're treating the homeless still, ignoring the fact that they still are outlawing property for the homeless people to have that in parks in different areas. It seems like you, Lucille, think the Fourth Amendment protection should only come to you or people that have houses. But the homeless, you can take their property and it causes more people to become, oppressed. And is that true, Lucille, that only you deserve the Fourth Amendment, Eighth Amendment rights, not the homeless people? And it's unfortunate, but the taxpayer, their money is what's going to be lost when the lawsuits start coming to the city. It's very irresponsible governance and management of taxpayer money to ignore attorneys coming up here and telling you that you're violating people's rights when you take their property. So you're robbing the homeless, you're robbing the taxpayer, you're robbing yourself of honor and respect when you don't really listen to the voice of the homeless. So there's a big chasm, I think, between the rich and the poor, and the poor are in a high place, according to the Bible. The rich are in the low place. And why are you not irate when the homeless get their property taken? Well, there's a big disconnect there. So if you don't bridge the gap by maybe having some of the homeless here speaking about their needs, for instance, if there's slavery, let's say there's slavery, are you going to ask the slave owner?
Conditional use permit. So if you could speak to the property in question, that would be helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, I did talk about that. But my point is just get the voice of the homeless to be heard. When you're asking about homeless issues, like for instance, what do they want or desire, what would be good for them? Have some homeless people here to talk about it, not the people that are in houses that maybe don't have a clue what it's like to be homeless. Thanks for your time. Here is a police officer that took property from Patsy Davis. He's now in the hospital. That's the police officer right here. Name's Edgar Hampton.
Relative to crime and statistics in the city. First of all, the Anaheim Police Department, Anaheim Police Association, our opinion, is one of the finest agencies in Orange County.
Yeah, I don't understand how a man can do that to a homeless woman that's elderly, but shame on Anaheim PD for allowing such an officer to continue serving in the police department. Edgar Hampton, have you taken any property from any older women lately? Edgar Hampton is president of the Anaheim Police Association.
We supported this in an
president
attempt. The staff has tried to help the
that
city
he's
council
taking
to provide
property
more insight
or
and
has
information
taken
in the
much
background.
property from the
As
homeless.
presented by the chair of the Public Safety Committee, 5 recommendations, those we can support, from increasing the meetings bi-monthly, providing emails.
You belong in jail, Hampton. You're a criminal.
The seizing of property, as I find out that much of the property that's supposed to be held by the city is being disregarded, being thrown in the trash, and therefore your camping ban is being violated by the people that are supposed to be carrying this camping ban out. So, also the idea that the gentleman, Mr. Hampton, the police officer, was involved with one of the seizing of property by the lady Patsy, who's been homeless for a while and also is in the hospital with a heart thing. She might not live very long. And the seizing of her property.
This officer right here in gray shirt.
Trash, I think is clear evidence that the camping ban is not being put to what it was intended to be. And earlier we had the sisters from St. Catherine's Military School, and Sister spoke about doing enough. Are we doing enough, I think. And I think we're doing what we can, but evidently, and when you stop and think about it, we need to do so much more. Now, as the elected body of the city of Anaheim, I call on you each to reach out to the federal government, to the county government, to the state government, and to lobby for some help, because this is more than a civil rights issue. It's a human rights issue, to the point where the people are dying out there. And one of the speakers earlier had claimed that you're responsible for their deaths by proxy. But the idea is that we're all responsible. We all have to do more. So I, as a single citizen, a private citizen, will do what I can, but I implore each of you to do much more than you have been doing. We can do so much more than we have. Thank you. Thank you.
The homeless issue was on the agenda, and I'm also encouraged that I met some of you and you were sympathetic to what's going on there. I just wanted to point out that the homeless people did not plan on experiencing this type of lifestyle. I don't think anyone plans on living in such conditions. I think it is safe to say that when we plan for our future, this is not our goal. But based on the Anaheim homeless census, there are over 900 homeless people in your city, with almost 800 of these people being unsheltered. As part of Legal Aid's outreach, I have met many people who are experiencing living on the fringes in Anaheim. I have come to know and have built relationships with them. They are struggling and part of a marginalized population. There is a couple who have had their belongings seized and searched no less than 3 times by the Anaheim Police Department. They have been forced to move from one sleeping site to another over and over again. As a result, they have had their belongings lost and destroyed, with only a few of their personal belongings retrieved. In fact, they have watched as their sleeping bags, blankets, and clothes was thrown into a trash truck. Attempts to get their belongings back is frustrating and heartbreaking. Christmas gifts from parents, phones, and medicines lost or destroyed. Pictures of their children never to be found again. Job applications and resumes lost on a tablet they had just received in order to help them get back on their feet was never returned. Just the box it was in was found. Why would this couple endure this life? Because they have nowhere to go. There are no shelters for couples. They have been together for years, and separation is not an option. There is safety together as a couple. Plus, they have made a community that takes care of one another where they sleep.
resources, services, and beds to assist the 906 homeless individuals in Anaheim. The census report this week found that there are 906 homeless individuals in this city, of which only 109 are sheltered. Between the two armories and the courtyard, there are about 850 shelter beds in the whole county. This is not enough for the homeless population of Anaheim alone, much less the whole county. Furthermore, the armories and the courtyard, to some extent, are very restrictive. They do not allow couples to stay together. They do not allow pets. They don't really allow you to store much of your things. You could only have a certain amount of stuff. And they're far away from some of the services that Anaheim residents have become accustomed to and the places where a lot of them grew up. Our clients in the city do not want to sleep outside. They're really just forced to. There isn't enough place for them to stay. The second issue I wanted to talk about is the way the Anaheim Police Force has been treating our clients. Because there's no place else to sleep, our clients have had to sleep outside on public city property. In doing so, they have been repeatedly subjected to police raids and given citations. The police, after giving the citations, would confiscate all of our clients' property, including any electronics they might have, medication, identification, clothing, blanket, tents, etc. The police officers would take this property to a warehouse over 5 miles away from where our clients sleep. Our clients would then have about 90 days to pick up that property, but they would have to pick up the property by appointment only, and only on a Tuesday, and specifically at 2 p.m. There has never once been a case where any of our clients have retrieved all of the property that the police confiscated. One client, for instance, had his belongings taken away multiple times. Each time he went to get his things back, he was missing most of the confiscated belongings. Each time, all the bedding, blanket, and much of his clothing had been lost or thrown out. The items and the personal belongings taken took weeks to replace. Our clients are spending their time, energy, and money to replace things like medication, identification, clothing, and bedding when they should be using that time, energy, and money to pull themselves out of homelessness. These actions do nothing to end homelessness, but they are a major setback for our clients, who are trying to find a job and housing so they don't have to sleep outside anymore. Each time the Anaheim police take our clients' things, our clients have to start over from scratch and begin their journey to end homelessness once again. Please stop taking our indigent clients' property. Thank you very much.
We have had in the last 20 years. Without exception, all of these present council members are self-serving, power-hungry, con artists whose only interest is to raise money for their next election. They have little, if any, concerns for the people of Anaheim or the future of Anaheim. Their only concerns are for their own self-interest and desire for power. One example of these council members' disregard for Anaheim residents and for human life in general is the Anaheim Council's efforts to rid Anaheim of the homeless. They attempted this by the unanimous passing of an unconstitutional no camping ordinance. That Anaheim City ordinance included a unique provision for the Anaheim police to seize and destroy the property of the homeless. At the last council meeting, during public comments, the names of hundreds of homeless that died in the last few years were read to the council. Many of these homeless died of exposure. Some of those homeless that died from exposure were a direct result of the Anaheim police complying with these vicious council members' ordinance to seize and destroy the blankets and sleeping bags belonging to homeless individuals. In the last several council meetings, many speakers have continually asked the council members to repeal their cease and destroy ordinance. The present council members have refused to even discuss doing so. While these horrible council members have enjoyed the power of giving a slow death to several unfortunate homeless individuals, these 7 council members and their staff will attempt to deny the existence of the cease and destroy ordinance, especially the 2 Disney council puppets, Chris Murray, and Lucille Crane, who promoted and voted for the hideous Seize and Destroy ordinance. Available on YouTube are over a dozen different videos of the Anaheim police seizing, then destroying the belongings of homeless individuals of Anaheim public parks. So don't try to deny that this is what you're doing and you're not doing it. Thank you for the time.
I just asked you, that was the first question I asked you. I'm recording exactly what I'm asking you. So if you're not capable of understanding, I'll ask you again. Is this your property? Okay, well that doesn't answer the question. Yes or no, is this your property? Then move over there, it's not your property.
That's Patsy's property, and he was told that that's Patsy's property. Homeless woman, almost 60 years old. Pretty sure that I called her, she's not answering the phone.
No, that is, this will go to Patsy. I'll do the deal for her.
So they're well, my guess is they're about to take this woman's belongings, about 60 years old. I know this officer knows Patsy also. He's talked to her and things like that, so he knows who she is. He knows who the people are out here. So I don't know why he would take her things when from what I understand, she might be at work right now, so she had to leave her things somewhere. So she left them at the park, and so now it looks like they're gonna just possibly bag it up here. There he goes. She's not going to be happy. Patsy's right there. What? Yeah. I'm right here. You take my stuff, you're a crook and a thief. Yeah, real funny. Real funny. Bunch of thieves. Well, that's how they do it here in Anaheim. 60-year-old woman took all her stuff. That crook just about took my stuff. Sergeant Adrian, one of the major criminals out here in Anaheim against the homeless too. It's very messed up. Well, if you can, please pray for the homeless out here. God protect us from these robbers and thieves of the poor. This officer didn't even put a tag on her stuff. They usually put at least a 3-hour tag on it before they take it. He didn't even put that on it. They just took it. So these thieves are everywhere. Sad that the cops become the robbers. Anyways, if you can, do join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ, and pray that many join us in fighting for the rights of the poor. Thanks so much. May God bless. Bye. Got a very upset woman over there. Please pray for her. That's Patsy. We're going to try and call Officer Hampton here and see if he answers. Here you go. Put it on your ear. Let me see that card real quick. Officer Hampton. Not the best.
Hello? He's not answering.
Not answering the phone, huh?
Hey, Officer Hampton, this is Patsy Davis. I'm calling you because I need my stuff back. I got my medicine and everything in there, and I need it. So please call me back, please. Bye. This is bullshit. Wipe it off the room.
That's okay. Sorry it happened. So there you go, folks. Officer Hampton took her belongings and she can't get it back. She called the cop, he doesn't even answer. Took all of her belongings, her medicine and everything. Didn't even put a 3-hour tag on it. That's what happens here in Maxwell Park in Anaheim. It's supposed to be the city of kindness. That's what's happening. So if you please join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ, and join us at City Hall tomorrow if you can, 5 p.m. Thanks so much. May God bless. Bye. Backpack on his back, just got up from the railroad track. You know it's been a hard life on the road, just laid off, nowhere to go. He said, I don't have the American dream, no fancy cars, but Jesus holds me. I know what lies ahead of me, 'cause heaven knows I love the Lord. was passing. She shed a tear, she said, I don't have the American dream. No fancy cars, but Jesus holds me in hand. I know what lies ahead of me, 'cause heaven knows I love the Lord. Just caught up to Abraham's side. So glad to be free from the greedy of earth who love their money, they say.